There's a type of female narcissist that even professionals have a hard time spotting, called the covert female narcissist. They are often even more destructive than the normal female narcissist because most men don't know what to look for and don't realize just how toxic they are. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for. But instead of throwing a bunch of traits at you like most other videos, I sorted their behaviors into 8 different situations so you can compare the women in your life across different situations, helping you confidently spot if she is a covert narcissist so you can figure out the best way to move forward and avoid being harmed by her. First, let's look at how the covert female narcissist gets what she wants. This is important because they are so good at hiding their manipulation that most men never realize it's happening. A covert female narcissist's favorite way of getting things is to tell you how she is struggling in such a way that you start feeling sorry for her and feel obligated to help her out. At first, she comes across as a sweet and charming person who has just run into some bad luck and needs a helping hand. She doesn't usually ask you directly for help, but instead she tells you a sob story about all her problems and waits for you to offer her help. If you don't, she acts disappointed in you. This can make any man feel incredibly uncomfortable, and most men would rather help out than feel like they let a woman down. If she does ask for something directly, she will either remind you of everything she has done for you and make you feel guilty for saying no to her, or she will tell you that she will be okay if you don't want to help her, and that she has been through worse and that she will somehow cope. This can make it feel like you are choosing for her to struggle. Even if you cannot help, she makes you feel ashamed for saying no to her. And that's exactly how the covert female narcissist wants you to feel. She uses guilt and shame as well as playing on your sympathy to get things from you. However, covert female narcissists do not always need things from you. So, another way to spot one is to look at how they deal with conflict, because this is one area they struggle to hide their narcissism. A covert female narcissist takes any disagreement very personal and acts as if you are attacking her. One moment everything is fine, and the next moment she storms off sulking or fly into a rage, acting as if you intentionally hurt her feelings. She is not interested in hearing your side of a story, and the conversation quickly becomes about how you made her feel. If you point out one of her bad behaviors, she will deny it, blame you or someone else, bring up something you did to shift her focus, or attack you for daring to point it out. And even if she admits that she was wrong, she rarely apologizes or takes responsibility for what she did. Instead, she often throws herself a pity party or gives you the silent treatment until you end up apologizing for having a problem with her behavior. A covert female narcissist deals with conflict by denying she is wrong and punishing you for bringing up any issues about her, which explains a lot about how she deals with her emotions. And it's super important to understand because this affects almost everything she does. When you look past her fake charm, she seems to have a quiet, simmering anger or hatred in her. It is as if she is just waiting for something to complain about or get upset over. She often misinterprets the meaning behind your words or actions and then gets upset over nothing. She is rarely satisfied or happy with anything, yet it is always your or someone else's fault why she is upset. And she can be upset for days over the smallest thing. She then blames you for ruining her week because she got upset over something trivial you did. To a covert female narcissist, if she feels something, then it must be true. If she feels you did something wrong, then to her, that's proof that you did something wrong. She often makes decisions based on how she feels instead of thinking things through. A covert female narcissist doesn't deal with her emotions. She blames you or other people for making her upset instead of taking responsibility for how she feels, which is a major problem because it has a big impact on how she deals with other people's success, and is often where people feel the most betrayed by a covert female narcissist. She is extremely jealous of other people's success and constantly compares herself to others. She will gossip and talk badly about anyone who does better than her, even making up lies to degrade other people in her eyes. She will often get upset with others who do better than her or who appear happier than her. If she is unhappy, everyone around her must be unhappy as well. If she can, she will try to sabotage other people's happiness or success. If you do share your success with her, she often minimizes it, claims you were lucky, or changes the subject back to herself. If she gives you praise, it is often faint and obviously fake, or it's an insult disguised as a praise. She will find a way to ruin your special day and then act like she is the victim. Anything that brings you joy is often sabotaged, damaged, or go missing. A covert female narcissist often secretly ruins people's happiness and success for years or decades before people realize what is happening. She sees other people's success and happiness as a threat to her own self-worth and something she needs to destroy. Some covert female narcissists, however, will actively try to avoid conflict and avoid showing their narcissism. But because of their entitlement, their narcissism still comes through in how they interact with other people, which is a very reliable sign to look for. A covert female narcissist will often interrupt you before you finish speaking. She rarely listens to what you say and loves to turn every conversation back to herself. Whatever problem you have, she will claim she has it worse than you. It is hard to feel sorry for yourself around a covert female narcissist. This is because she constantly needs validation and reassurances from other people. Even though she often appears shy and self-deprecating, she is constantly fishing for validation and compliments. She will put herself down to look modest so that other people give her compliments and tell her how great she is. But don't be fooled by that. Her words and actions often don't line up. She says that she cares about you, but then acts in ways that hurt you. When you share your struggles or joy, her actions are seldom in line with how she claims to care about you. She loves to make little digs at you and even give you backhanded compliments for no reason. A favorite of her is to make little jokes at your expense, and then she claims that you are overreacting when you get upset. She has a habit of always finding small criticism in whatever you do or say. It's as if you are always just shy of being perfect and making her proud. And what's really confusing is that she doesn't treat everyone this way. A covert female narcissist will often treat strangers and animals better than she treats her own family. In public, she is sweet and loving, but at home she can be cold and heartless. She loves to take little stabs at your confidence, always questioning your decisions, your beliefs, and your abilities. Slowly, she drains your self-esteem and confidence in yourself. You come away from the interaction feeling worse about yourself. You may feel ashamed of yourself or your success. You may start second-guessing yourself. The biggest red flag is that you want her approval and want to talk to her again. Yet, at the same time, you also dread talking to her, even if you can't put your finger on why. Another way to spot a covert female narcissist is to look at how she deals with her failures, because this is often incredibly frustrating for the people around her. When a covert female narcissist makes a mistake, She finds someone to blame. Even if she hurt you, she will find a way to justify her actions or to blame you. If she does admit to being wrong, she frames it to make her look helpless and like the victim. She may have snapped at you over nothing when say, "I know I overreacted, but I'm just a sensitive person." She also refuses to accept cause and effect. Everything always happens to her and is never because of her own actions. This makes her act like everyone is always against her, misunderstands her, or treats her unfairly. A covert female narcissist does not accept responsibility or admit she was wrong. She has a victim mentality where she believes nothing is ever her fault. She sees no reason to change or apologize for what she did. This refusal to admit she was wrong has a massive impact on how she deals with people who helped her, which causes a lot of people to regret helping her. A covert female narcissist often gets upset when you help her. She acts like you only help her to show how much better you are than her. Often, she will protect her image of being perfect by denying you ever helped her, downplay what you did for her, or repay you so she owes you nothing. However, even in repaying, she will downplay what you did by giving you a small gift and calling you too even. Often she will not show any appreciation for the help she receives. Rather, she will act like she did you a favor by allowing you to help her, or that it is your duty to help her, so she doesn't need to thank you. And worse, often she will even criticize you for not doing more for her, or somehow find fault with the help you gave her, so that she doesn't need to thank you. This ungratefulness even extends to the suggestions and solutions you offer her. She will always have several excuses why your ideas will never work for her. A covert female narcissist cannot accept being in someone else's debt. She sees help as proof that she is not perfect, so she denies it or downplays it. This way of seeing help has a direct impact on how she acts when you need help from her, and this is one of the clearest signs of a covert female narcissist. She loves to promise you how much she can do for you and how much you can depend on her. But the moment you ask her for even a tiny favor, she acts as if it is a massive inconvenience to her, and as if you ask her to sacrifice her own life for you, making you feel guilty and even ashamed for asking her for the exact thing she promised she will help you with. Often she will come up with excuse after excuse why she cannot help you out, or make it clear that you now owe her. She will often tell the world how she saved you from total ruin, even if she only needed to pick you up once from work. And then she will constantly remind you of that one favor she did for you to make you feel like you owe her and have to do whatever she asks of you. No matter what she promised you, a covert female narcissist only helps you when it benefits her. If she cannot boost her image or get something from you later, forget about her helping you. We've covered how to spot a covert female narcissist, but most men are not ready for how she will react when she realizes you are onto her. Watch this video so you know what to expect when a female narcissist knows you are onto her.